Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Midnight Movie Club. I believe this is episode 5 or 6. I don't know. I already lost count, and we're not even at 10 yet. But I am your host, Noah Sanchez, joined by my lovely co-host, Robert Acosta. And this week we watched The Coffee Table, or, as it's known in Spanish, La Mesita del Comador.
We didn't have to Google that.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at it now because it's hard for me to translate it, but I can pronounce it just fine, I swear. Don't take away my Spanish card. This is directed by Calle Casas, which just means street house. And this movie, it's kind of hard to really talk about it. Basically, this movie is about one of the most horrifying things that can happen to you if you're a parent.
Absolutely.
If you're a parent, I recommend you watch this. Watch this with your whole family, you know?
Bring your parents, yeah. Bring them too.
But anyways, what did you think of The Coffee Table?
I thought it was an amazing movie.
Okay.
It was such an amazing experience because of the horror of it. It was just so well constructed.
There's one major kind of event that happens in this, and then the whole movie is just cascading from that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously go see it for yourself, but if you don't care, go ahead and say what happens, Robert.
A man, unfortunately, drops his child, and in such a way that that child no longer has a head after.
What the fuck? Yes, the film is called The Coffee Table because this couple, one is Jesus, and I don't remember the woman's name, but are not a very happy couple. They are not in a very good relationship, and it's the kind of relationship where it's like they have months at best before they're kind of gone. And in those situations, one of the worst things that you can do, but something that a lot of these couples see as a savior, is let's have a kid. Mm-hmm. This will spark our relationship. This will save everything. So this relationship is already on that basis. It's already on that level. And they have this argument at the very beginning of the film over purchasing a coffee table.
In the store with the salesman.
With the salesman. I think she's like, "You're a shitty, slimy salesman," like to his face. It's amazing. And this coffee, she's right, by the way. This coffee table is awful.
You don't like it?
It's so tacky. It's gross. It's ugly. I don't like it very much. Yeah.
It's the kind of table that you'd find in Quagmire's house.
My name is Gwen Quagmire, and I say giggity. Oh God! Oh God!
Yes, like that's the perfect way to put it. Yes, Jesus is very stern and strict as to what he wants. He puts his foot down. He's tired of being kind of stepped on by his wife, you know, and he decides this is the coffee table that he wants.
He almost picks it out of spite, I feel.
Yeah.
It's like he knows it's an ugly coffee table, but she hates it, so I'm going to buy this.
Yeah, which, as you all know, is a very healthy way to handle
Any situation.
These disputes. But the wife goes out to get some groceries to kind of celebrate the baby, and then unfortunately he drops the baby onto the table.
It's such an amazing scene. You don't see it happen; you only see the aftermath.
Yeah.
But it's him carrying the baby, trying to get to stop him crying because it's crying.
That baby's kind of cute.
It's a cute baby.
Yeah.
Still not enough Smuckers on him though.
He goes off screen. You hear a crash and then silence from the baby.
Silence.
It's so beautifully made.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't catch it at first. It actually took me a couple seconds to realize what had happened. And I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh no!" I got that dropping, like sinking feeling
In your heart, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I was
oh fuck. Yeah, it's one of those things that beautifully plays with that emotion. And this happens, by the way, in the first 20 minutes of the movie.
Very early.
And this is an hour and a half long. So it's like when the movie peaks like this, the rest of it is all falling action at that point. You're just kind of waiting for the fallout to happen. And I think that the movie brilliantly plays with humor in the sense of like, kind of like a dramatic irony at this point, where it's like, you know what happened, but nobody else does.
Yeah.
So any lines of dialogue that talk about the baby, that like, you know, just bring up being a parent, it just all has this like really darkly comedic kind of element to it.
It's like tightening the strings
Yes.
around the audio, you, the viewer.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know how to put this into words.
It's just such an anxiety-inducing experience. You
Yes.
feel helpless in that sense, where you're just like there's so many scenes. For example, like one of my favorites is when the wife is at the grocery store and she meets up with a friend and they're talking about this baby like it's the best thing that ever happened to them, like enjoy the little moments of peace, and all that, and it just hard cuts to the Jesus just like this.
Oh, qué ilusión. Sí. ¿Y cómo se llama? Cayetano.
So like covered in blood with, I think, the children's lullaby still playing in the background. Like it's still playing and he's still processing this moment, and it's like it's such a great kind of juxtaposition of like, here's the mom having this really innocent conversation about being a first-time mother, and then just hard cutting to like the most horrifying thing that can happen. It's just wow.
And the entire time the movie fucks with you like that.
Yeah.
In the same conversation with the lady in the grocery store, she calls the husband so the friend can talk to the baby. Yeah. And you're just like, oh fuck.
My god. Not a whole lot happens in this movie. There's not like, we've already said the big thing. Yeah. The rest of it is just kind of there, but there are some other storylines happening. Like one of the more uncomfortable ones.
We called it out immediately.
Yeah, was
there's a 13-year-old girl, the neighbor, madly in love with this man.
Yes.
Significantly older than her.
Yeah, probably 4 times her age. Yeah.
And
that is a horrifying situation.
I know. He's being so like classy about it, but
he's handling it really well, but also like that is so fucking dangerous. Oh my god.
She's just very casually talking about, when are you going to tell your wife about me?
Yeah, when are you going to tell her about us? And like she even talks about like we can run away together. And she's a very forward little
very
kid.
Forward child.
It's a very nightmarish situation
for the man. Yes.
Yes, and she is kind of all throughout the plot. She comes back in a big way. Essentially, it's a very simple story about a guy. I think this film takes place 95% in their apartment.
It does, yeah.
Like I don't think it ever really leaves it, and it's just wonderful. I think a really apt comparison to this, I know Robert hasn't seen it, or maybe you have, maybe you'll surprise me, I don't know.
Yeah.
But a really apt comparison is Alfred Hitchcock's Rope. Essentially, it's a very well-known movie that all takes place in one apartment building. Oh. But it all takes place at a dinner party in an apartment, and there is a dead body in this apartment. And so it's basically this couple trying to keep people from checking a room and like, conversating with them, and it all takes place in this one apartment. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like an influence of some kind.
Yeah.
If you've seen Rope, you're more familiar with this. This is a little more graphic. Robert says you don't see the decapitation happen, but you do see a fucking lifeless baby corpse.
You see the aftermath.
And you see the head. Like
you do see the head.
But that's one thing this film does brilliantly too, is that it doesn't relish in the gratuity of it. It really paints it accurately as this horrifying thing.
Yeah. I think that's the part that really got me, is how grounded the movie is in the real horror of the situation.
Yeah.
Because that, not exactly like that, but that's a real situation a parent can find themselves in.
Yeah, and I'm sure stuff like that can happen where a bloody accident occurs and you don't know what the fuck to do. I think that most people, they wouldn't do exactly what Jesus did. I feel like he did like
everything wrong,
the dumbest things you can do. So it's like he doesn't immediately call the police or inform his wife of what happened. He tries to hide it, which you should never do. Like these situations, like obviously I pray that I'm never in this situation.
Yeah, clearly.
But you would hope that you would act rationally and you would handle these things, but at the same time, you never really know how you're going to react. I think the film does a really, really good job of like making you understand his behavior and not being like, God, you're so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I never once felt that way.
Yeah, you kind of sympathize with him in a weird way.
Yeah.
Like, it's just such a devastating thing to have to deal with. You understand that he's dealing with it in such a traumatic way.
Yeah.
And his shock.
Neither of these people are bad people. They're just like not compatible with each other. They made a mistake and they're having this baby together. Oh, let's try and fix things up. And then, yeah.
The worst possible thing that could happen.
But this conversation has been a little bit grim for so long because this is a very grim subject matter. But the thing that I want to talk about is how funny this movie is. And I know, hear me out. Like, I know that I'm going to sound like a crazy person and I'm a sicko, but this movie is really fucking funny. At least to me. Like, a black comedy, it's excellent at that. Like, when I first watched this movie, the rant that the wife goes on, because the wife, she gets home and she's none the wiser. The Jesus has successfully lied to her, and she's just kind of proceeding about her day.
Yeah.
She relishes in the fact, though, that the coffee table broke because she hated that thing. She hated it from the beginning.
Yes.
So that rant that she goes on, while he is just horrified cutting onions, gotta be one of my favorite funniest scenes like ever. It's just like, because like you said in the screening of like,
At that point, you just get pissed off. It's like, I killed the fucking thing.
this would piss me off to the point where I'm like, oh yeah? Okay, I got a secret for you, you know? Like, you almost want the husband to drop this on her just to stop her laughing. Yeah. It puts you in the shoes of being that petty. Where you're like, oh, okay, you know what? I killed our fucking baby. And that's just the depth that this movie explores, and you have to meet the movie where it is, in my opinion. You have to understand that it is trying to portray something extremely horrifying in kind of a funny way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just have to meet it there. If you can't get to that level of this is such a taboo thing that I'm not even going to talk about it, you're not going to like this movie.
And I don't think it necessarily does that intentionally. I think it's more just so the absurdity of it and how long it drags on.
Yes, it plays the situations it needs to very seriously, and then it has fun with other times. I'm not saying this is like a gratuitous, like, you know, like it's not like licking the baby's neck wound or whatever, but like it has fun with the dramatic irony, but it takes the situation very seriously. Like Jesus is clearly fucked up about this, and that's what's great about it. It's that like it handles it with so much care. It might like as much as one could in the situation. So later on in the movie, we get the dinner party. Jesus's brother, very young girlfriend, come over. I have a very, very point of contention with the wife there. She did not like the like.
She had some choice words.
Yes, very choice words for him. And they come over, and this whole time, Jesus is just in his own little world. And they're all wondering what the fuck is wrong with him. Because he hasn't said anything. He hasn't even mentioned, like, she comes home and she sees the bloody carpet, but you can easily explain that, oh, I cut my arm on when the coffee table broke. You're just kind of waiting for something to happen. You're just kind of waiting for this all to blow up. The little girl from earlier, the 13-year-old, said, I want you to tell your wife about us. If you don't, I will. So, like, it's like this fucking dynamite just ready to go off. You're just waiting for the afternoon to happen. The brother finds out that the baby is dead. So now it's like this anxiety-inducing thing where now two people know. They don't know how to share this with the others in the party. And this little girl's come in to try and ruin Jesus' life. So it all kind of cascades at the end here, which is what we'll get into. And what were you going to say about the ending?
Before we get first, I want to clear Jesus' name. He's not a kid diddler.
No, he's
the
not.
girl is just doing that because she's a dumb kid.
And I think that she has like a crush on him, but doesn't understand the context of how fucking awful that is. She says that like, you kissed me in the elevator, which if you're a 13-year-old saying that to a 13-year-old, it's like, oh, stop it, come on. Like, you're just going to start rumors. If you're a 13-year-old saying that to a 50-year-old, that's not good.
That's a big problem.
Yeah.
You can't be lying about stuff like that.
All of these events kind of come through at the end at this dinner party. This little girl comes in with her dog, and
she just kind of breaks everything.
She kind of breaks everything.
The entire movie is the culmination up to this point. It's
we've been waiting an hour and a half for this part.
All the things that have been built up for the cascade finally come crashing down.
Yes.
The girl, the wife and the baby, the now involved brother.
Yes.
It all comes to a head finally in this moment where the truth is revealed.
And the truth is revealed by the dog. The dad never cleans up the decapitated head.
Yes.
He cleans up the body, he cleans up the blood, but the head kind of slides underneath this chair that they have, and he can't bring himself to touch it. He can't bring himself to do it. So it just sits there for the whole movie. It's like a fucking bomb that you see underneath the table. Another classic Hitchcock thing, right? The audience knows the bomb is there, but we don't know when it's going to go off. Mm-hmm. It's that same thing with building tension. And the dog sniffs it out, because it's a dog, and it pulls it out from underneath the chair, and the brother very quickly grabs it up. Like, we're still waiting for that release. It's edging you this whole time, dude. Like, and everybody's freaking out. No one knows what's going on. The 18-year-old wife kind of realizes it pretty quickly, because she kind of gets the sick and all of that. It all starts blowing up, and you know, phenomenal acting by the older wife here, where she's
Oh,
like, "Show it to me, like show it to me," like.
Vete de aquí y luego te explicaremos todo lo que ha pasado. Pero ahora vete. Vete, por favor.
And yeah, it just kind of
It finally happens.
yeah, it explodes. The wife goes into hysterics. She kills herself. Well, once again, the movie does it very tastefully, where it just kind of she is shown walking to her balcony. It pans back, and she's gone.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like no gratuity here in that sense. And then we cut to black, and we just get like the police activity, what happens later, and that's where we get the reveal of what happened. And I'm gonna say this is the only part of the movie I don't like.
Really?
I don't like this ending.
Really?
Yeah. So what did you think of it before we get into it?
I thought the ending was perfectly fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was not. I don't want to say beautiful. It's not beautiful. It's just it wraps up the tragedy.
Yeah.
In the only way a tragedy can be wrapped up.
Yeah.
Horrifically.
Yeah.
The family is gone.
Yeah.
Because of the dad's actions.
So that while that all is true, it is a nice kind of bow on it. I'm more of a fan of like ambiguity. Like one of my favorite TV endings of all time is The Sopranos. Okay, I'm about to spoil a nearly 20-year-old show, but just a fair warning, just skip ahead like 2 seconds. But if you haven't seen The Sopranos, what the fuck are you doing? Stop this video and go watch it right now. Watch all of it. Watch all of The Sopranos right now. Where it just cuts to black. And that's it. If this movie had ended for me as soon as the dog pulls out the head and it just cuts to black, like, and you just hear like the start of hysteria and just cut to black. Personally, I would have been like, this is perfect.
That would have been another good way.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't need to know the fallout of the thing. I just need that quick release, and that's it.
Right.
Just let me come.
If I mean. You don't. Here's a towel. Fuck
Yeah,
off.
yeah, exactly. I don't care. I've released. That's it. Thank you, mistress.
Thank you for stepping on my balls. I see where you come from, like from a director standpoint. That is a good ending, but I'm perfectly happy with how it ended. I think it made sense. It wraps it up, puts a nice, neat little bow on it.
Yes.
And you could walk away from the trauma the same way the brother and the daughter, or not daughter, his girlfriend.
His girlfriend does. And once again, I don't know what's with me and Hitchcock here, but with the ending of Psycho, the ending to that film is brilliant. But before we get to that ending, there is an infamously terrible scene where the detective of the film kind of explains everything that's going on, and it ruins a lot of the mystique. I think it's a little bit of a smudge on a perfect film, and I kind of view it the same way here, where I didn't need that cop explaining everything that happened. You know what I mean? She just kind of recapped everything.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, the brother were just saying the coffee table. Even if we were going with that ending, if it just cut to the brother sitting in the police car, spaced out, just muttering the coffee table while this stuff was going on in the background, I think that would have worked fine too. Yeah. Just kind of revealing anything. I just dislike the weird expository part. That's the only thing.
It's for the Netflix viewers who
were on their phone the whole time.
It's like, this is what happened.
I don't think you can be on your phone while watching this. I think you're kind of locked in as soon as that moment happens.
I don't know, you say that, but I feel like we're bullshitting a lot in the movie. Talking about JFK's
This
head
commentary
exploding.
track is a fucking wild one.
Subscribe to the Patreon.
Yes.
The music was made by like Spanish aliens.
You're towing a fine line there.
Spanish alien. I legitimately did not realize the connotations of that phrase. I'm talking about little green men.
No. Oh yeah, sure, yeah.
Oh fuck. I'm not racist.
As opposed to the little brown men you talk about sometimes. What you do to the baby, you like wring it out.
Fucking great.
If you had the chance to eat ethically sourced human, would you do it?
Okay, tell her now. It's the perfect time. She can't take back her words.
By the way, I killed our baby.
Now let's get through this together.
You said. So that makes you a liar.
We went to town on this commentary.
We did. There are some moments that the film kind of feels like it's dragging its feet a little bit. A lot of mundanity with the background knowledge of something that horrifying.
But I feel like
know?
that was the point of it.
Yes, exactly.
I love the movie. Absolutely adore this movie, actually, and the experience of it. I hope you all experience it too. It's only 90 minutes long.
Yeah,
hour and a half
really
movie.
short. Yeah.
Short, sweet, to the point. Does what it does very, very well.
Yeah.
Very simple.
Yeah.
Beautiful in simplicity.
Yep, beautiful in its simplicity, very simple, and yeah, I agree. It's a very intimate movie, shot in one apartment building, basically. The only time it leaves is when they're at the grocery store with that guy. The very classic kind of like European like royal niceties, where the person asks for a recommendation of wine. It's like, oh, I like this wine, thanks. And then he leaves.
¿Puedes recomendarme un vino bueno?
Bueno, un vino bueno es el que le gusta a cada uno. Este no es muy caro y a mí me gusta.
Mil gracias.
Yeah, this movie is in Spanish. I think we've alluded to it. You know, La Mesita del Comedor and all that.
Yeah.
And in very quick Spanish. This is like level 2 Spanish, you know, where they're like they have the lisp and everything, and it comes from Spain. Just wonderful. It's excellent.
Wonderful movie.
Yeah.
I highly recommend it.
I love this movie. Even if I have a little bit of issues with the end, I still recommend this to people. I recommended this to a coworker of mine, and you know he hasn't spoken to me since. But I hope he liked it. I don't know.
We'll see.
But yeah, I love this movie. I think it's one of those that like really pushes the boundaries. Kind of similar to Meet the Feebles, where I feel like this is a vibe check. Like if you want to show somebody, introduce somebody to the world of kind of like out there cinema, I feel like this is a pretty good one because it's not gory or gratuitous. It's just really testing and how shocking it is. And if someone can get through it just fine, I think that this is a good, you know, kind of starting point for this kind of stuff.
A good cinematic experience.
Yeah. Well, that's about all I have to say about the coffee table. Do you have anything else to say?
Hold on to your babies.